bad day to be Spike Dudley. I don't know if there's ever a good day to be Spike Dudley, but today is going to be the worst day to be Spike Dudley.
The Hardcore Championship on the line here on a night where the undisputed title will be decided. Inside a steel cage, the champion Jericho, the challenger Stone Cold, and Spike Dudley's bringing all those weapons in, King.
Yeah, but he just asked the Undertaker to stop catching him. He threw the stop sign in.
Hardcore title match, and no disqualifications. There are no countouts.
Uh-oh, what are you doing?
Oh my God, that ain't...
Hey, you don't spit in the wind and you don't sit on the Undertaker's motorcycle.
That is not a good move at Spike Dudley.
Oh, no.
Caught in midair like a small child. I wonder if Mr. McMahon signed this match. This is a little bit like Mr. McMahon matchmaking.
Well, let me just say this. First of all, before you go casting accusations and blame, I haven't even seen Mr. McMahon here all day long today. But I can assure you one thing, when he gets here, when he finds out what Ric Flair has done, he is going to be upset. Ooh.
The Undertaker has become one of the most bitter and sadistic individuals that I have ever been around. I have so much profound respect for this man. And now,
obviously, you didn't have enough.
Well, maybe not. I thought I did. Spike Dudley tied up to the Tree of Woe.
The Tree of Woe?
If you're keeping score at home. The Undertaker's 6'10 and a half. And Spike Dudley got a low blow in there. And again, no disqualification in this Hardcore Championship match.
Hey, what?
Now, wouldn't it be something if the guy that wants the respect gets disrespected on his first title defense?
Yeah.
I mean, crazier things have happened in the WWF. And Vengeance is a great example of that, is Spike Dudley coming with everything he's got. Man, they say you can't measure a man's heart by the size of his anatomy, and Spike Dudley at 100 buck and a half.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got a big heart, JR. Unfortunately, he's trapped inside a body that's too small to do anything about it.
Undertaker wearing Spike out like a government mule with that trash can lid. Little Spike does not know the word quit, but maybe he should start practicing up on it.
Let me introduce it to him. Q-U-I-T.
Let's get him a dictionary.
Shout it out right now.
This has got to be a Mr. McMahon matchmaking situation to put the...
Why do you keep saying that?
Because Spike, King, look at it.
Uh-oh, Spike.
Spike's 150 pounds. I know he's a gutty little guy. He's got great heart and desire, but this Undertaker's a different animal. And look at this, right across the bridge of the nose with that forearm.
Yeah, that hurts. I can assure you that hurts.
That hurts a hell of a lot.
Well, you know what? Spike could have called in sick.
Well,
I don't know, for this match, you might have had to call in dead.
Already kicked his ass.
And the Undertaker, off the heels of that hard-fought victory against RVD.
This is how you turn a trash can into a pancake.
This is not... Oh, my God! My God, I can't believe that.
Hello, Spike, how's that?
The last ride on little Spike Dudley, right through the trash can.
I told you. That's how you do it. That little Spike gets turned into a pancake.
Here's your winner, and
He's big, he's nasty, and he doesn't give a damn about what the fans think of him. That a Booger Red he just sent a message to anybody that wants a piece of this hardcore title.
And if I were you, JR, I'd lay off that Booger Red stuff. That's probably a little bit of the non-respect he's been talking about. He's the Undertaker. He's the hardcore champion.
I know who he is. I know what he is.
Well, I don't think he'd like to be referred to as Booger Red. I know I wouldn't.
Well, Spike Dudley is absolutely defenseless. The poor little guy doesn't stand a chance. No, come on. Now, this is just too damn much.
Well, let's just add a little exclamation point to this. No! Nice choke!
Oh, my God! For the love of God!
Either one of these two guys is ready to challenge Ric Flair for the World Heavyweight Championship, and together they're ready to challenge the Freebirds for the Tag Team Championship.
Look at this, Lee Scott. Boy, I give this Scott a credit. Look at him go after it. He's not intimidated.
Whoa! Whoa!
I mean, one step. He hit him with a clothesline that 360'd him right in the middle of the air. I can't believe it. Full press, and Lee Scott is the big one.
Whoa!
Threw him over the top rope. Now, wait a minute. He just destroyed Lee Scott.
Welcome to the big leagues, Mr. Scott. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me
vicious.
This guy needs to go to the hospital. As a matter of fact, he's about to commit
The
suicide.
suicide as Vicious spins him, throws him up like an airplane propeller, spins him around, and Lee Scott is totally devastated by the power. 1, 2, 3.
Man! Want to talk about someone who could be the new champion?
His body's set for one fall. Introducing first, he's the only gold medalist in the history of ECW, Kurt Angle.
Well, I'll tell you who I wouldn't want to be right now, and that's the Brooklyn Brawler. Good luck, buddy. Kurt Angle.
Has you get the feeling that Brooklyn Brawler's ECW debut is not going to go as well as CM Punk's?
Well, we'll see, but I don't know. Kurt Angle, as usual, bringing the intensity, bringing the credibility, bringing that Olympic gold medal. Only Olympic gold medalist in the history of ECW.
Not to mention a 1995 World Freestyle Champion and a 6-time World Champion in professional wrestling. What has the Brooklyn Brawler gotten himself into here tonight in New York City?
Got himself into a whole heap, but you know what, friend? Tell you that right now. And look at this double leg already.
And just like that, lightning quick, Kurt Angle go for the ankle lock.
Well, good thing Bro went to the ropes because Kurt Angle snapped that ankle with that ankle lock. Look at this. Oh, my God.
Angle just paintbrushing the Brawler.
I'm telling you, I have been in the ring with many people. I hate to be one of those color commentators that says that stuff, but Kurt Angle is the most intense, intimidating individual I personally have been in the ring with, and I mean that on the record. Look at those eyes of that man.
Brawler, you can see the wheels turning inside of his head, trying to...
He might want to get back on the train and head back to Bensonhurst.
Yeah, that's a different section of Brooklyn that you're from, right, Ted?
That's a nice ball. Brawler not backing down. Okay.
Brawler right up in the face of Kurt Angle.
Oh, man. What a headbutt.
The headbutt right to the nose of the Brawler. Oh, man, just like that.
Oh, my God.
Just like that, the ankle lock applied. Brooklyn Brawler taps out.
Kurt Angle will take anybody out anytime he wants.
Introducing first, New York, San Antonio, Texas, weighing 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. In the point, early in the ring, weighing 160 pounds, Gus Tenorosa.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about reviews. Anyone giving a review to the Heartbreak Kid would have to give it an A+. Does this man know how to turn it on or what?
Wait a minute. You better ask me for my review of the Heartbreak Kid. Might be a little lower.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The ladies like him, and the men can't believe his athleticism. He's ready to strut his stuff when we return. Stay with us. All right, Shawn Michaels ready to lock up with Gus Contarakis. Michaels on his way this Sunday night to lock up with another individual by the name of the Supreme Fighting Machine, Kama. What an opening round matchup that's going to be.
Yeah, you might see a different Shawn Michaels. He might not be so cocky and confident when Kama gets through with him.
I don't know about that. What a matchup. Now coming up, and Gus Contarakis down to the canvas. Michaels now leisurely comes over. Michaels so quick, so much agility, just athletic prowess second to none in the WWF as Michaels now being set up by Contarakis.
So full of himself.
He
He
is
thinks he's the center of the universe. Look at him.
Whoa, look at this. Random cowboy.
You think that's funny, don't you? I wish you'd try that
I'll
with
tell you
me.
what's funny.
What?
I'll tell you what's funny is just think about it. Just think about Jerry the King Lawler, ladies and gentlemen. So embarrassed next week. Jerry Lawler doesn't even show up on Monday Night Raw. Instead, he takes a ride over Niagara Falls just to end it all, I guess.
What?
Yeah, look at this. Unbelievable. Hello.
Hey, you know, a couple of people. Oh, look at this. Why don't you come over and sit by me, Sean? Smell these feet.
No, not even close.
Yeah, come
is having some fun here tonight on Monday Night Raw. He will not be able to have this kind of fun against the Supreme Fighting Machine, Kama. By the way, who was that going over at Niagara Falls?
I know who you're talking about. It's a guy named Steve Trotter and a girl.
No, that was Connie Chung and Maury Povich, wasn't it?
No. They adopted a baby.
Is it a baby boy?
Yeah, it's a baby boy. And I bet they won't name it Dan.
Well, they won't name it Jerry either, I can tell you that.
Well, they should.
Please. Contarakis all over Shawn Michaels. Contarakis on the offensive. And speaking, ladies and gentlemen, of competition, again, everyone questioning the state of Razor Ramon. Jim Ross on the WWF hotline has all the information and also has some speculation as to what will happen. What sort of edict will President Jack Tunney come up with if Razor Ramon is unable to compete this Sunday night? The number to dial, 1-900-737-4WWF. And kids, remember, you must be 18 years old or have you? Oh, my parents' permission before calling. It's $1.49 per minute, but billing doesn't start until you choose your option. Look at Michaels. Again, Ross on some speculation that Jack Tunney just might make, but I would suggest Razor's going to be there. Off the rope now in. Michaels with a boot and Contarakis through the ropes to the outside. Shawn Michaels pretty much toying around, if you would, against Gus Contarakis.
You better get all the toying over with tonight.
And Michaels over the top rope and down, and Contarakis running and receiving end of a nice right hand by Shawn Michaels. Michaels, wait a minute.
Not on the floor.
Yes. Contarakis snap suplex, nicely done. Michaels down. Right back into the ring. The referee has to count.
You know, McMahon, you've been talking all night about my feet. Bret Hart's feet are no walk in the park either.
Oh, really?
That's right. I heard that last Christmas when Bret hung up his stocking, all he got was a note from the health department.
You're right. Just keep it up. Oh, my goodness, forget about it. And that'll lay Contarakis out for good.
There's a foot in the face.
What's with this foot stuff? There's Common, a Supreme Fighting Machine to lock up with Shawn Michaels, and Michaels breaks the count going to the outside. Michaels now will have to wake up Contarakis. After that, shoves him back into the ring. And the Heartbreak Kid, let's see what he does here. Well, I guess that's a pin of sorts. One more time.
Oh, very funny.
It's capacity crowd. Very much appreciating the flamboyance and the skill of Shawn Michaels.
One more time.
Michaels now with Contarakis, and here we go. That super kick is coming up. Forget about it. If that happens to Kama, I'll assure you Kama will go down for the count.
Okay, the World Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Express against Randy and Bill Mulkey. Boy, Jim, you are mad, aren't you?
I am mad, and I want to say one more thing. I mentioned my mother took care of me for 3 days, putting Vaseline on my rope burns. You know, tomorrow's Mother's Day, Tony. And there's a lot of mothers out there. Believe me, there is a lot of mothers out there. But there's only one mother in the world that has that special quality it takes to be the greatest mother of all time, namely having me for a son. And that's my mother right up there in Louisville, Kentucky. And I want to say Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. And send my allowance. Come on, Bob. Bring it out here.
Oh!
I hope Dusty Rhodes and Magnum T back the cameras up, give him some room. Are they watching this? This America's team is what you've got mad at you.
That poor man might not get up again, Jim.
I don't care. He took that high five, Tony.
Well, the last one I got was from one of the James boys, if I recall.
That's exactly right. That's the last one that they're going to give. Because like I said, these men are mad. They're upset. I could have been injured severely, Tony, by what happened, by what they tried to do to me. And this is the way that we're going to get even for it. The James gang, they got a lot of nerve.
All right.
Loverboy Dennis now with Bill Mulkey. And now calling for manager Jim Cornette. Randy Mulkey is still down. He is not able to get up in his corner for his brother. He is still hurting. There you see, slowly getting up. And now Bill Mulkey hits the deck also.
Dennis and Bobby could break this guy easier than a biscuit.
All right, here they are.
Now you see what happens with guys like Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, though. They're perverted, man. They think this is still 1875. They think they're riding the range like a couple of cowboys. You can't get away with doing stuff like they've been doing anymore. This is modern times and there's laws. But I'll tell you something right now, within the rules inside the wrestling ring, the Midnight Express are the most capable tag team that's ever been. And if the America's team so desperately wants to get a hold of me, they're going to have to go through Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby. And as you can see, that's not too easy of a task, Tony Schiavone.
All right.
And the example that we're making of these guys, just like we do every week, is a message to Dusty and TA. That's what you got to contend with. That's what you got to go through. That's what you got to defeat. Anybody that wants the World Tag Team titles and anybody that wants me.
And I guess an understatement, irate Jim Cornette. What's the matter now?
And when they do stuff like that to me, it just makes us go that much harder on these punks to show everybody.
Boy, is he upset. And I mean, they were out here just a couple of weeks ago after the terrible thing that they did to Baby Doll, smiling and gloating and happy, and now it's a little bit different for them. Beautiful Bobby with Bill Mulkey now. Double arm suplex.
Come on, Mulkey.
Will he have a pin here? No, he only got a 1 count. Bill Mulkey, he doesn't keep kicking out. Jim Cornette said he keeps kicking out, but I think really Bobby is letting the man up. And now Randy Mulkey. This youngster took one heck of a spill on the floor and then was suplexed on the floor. Still, as you can see, holding the back. And now he's really upset. Oh, but it only took one knee, and now 2 more from Dennis to put him back down. Hard to the mat. Re-injuring, obviously, that back.
That guy's going to need a chiropractor and 3 kinds of traction by the time we get finished with him.
Beautiful Bobby up on the top turnbuckle. A flying gigantic elbow.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
All right, Randy Mulkey held up and slammed to face first to the mat. That should be it. Oh, and it is. The World Tag Team Champions win again.
There it is. There he is.
We talk so much about where do they stand? What side are these athletes on? Goldberg coming out of the limousine with James J. Dillon made me feel proud again about being a part of WCW.
He's there. He is in the house.
Completely indestructible. You can't pin him. You can't blow him up. You can't set him on fire. We proved that.
You think you'll ever see him tap out? You think that man will ever say, I've had enough, I quit?
Not a chance.
I don't think so.
There you see the sign. It says, who's next? 93-0. And Tony, that was awfully revealing as we open the Nitro program this evening with that WCW limo arriving. And Goldberg was certainly a part of the World Championship Wrestling group.
And Mike, they're still chanting. Listen.
best bet with Parker is to pick that chair up and bang yourself over the head with it before he does.
I think I saw a smile over Goldberg's face, like, hit me with it. Go ahead. Oh, he did.
Oh my goodness.
Is that great or what?
Now, who doesn't need a wake-up call?
Goldberg. Oh, was that great or what?
Look at this, and Washington, D.C. has come alive. The man is here.
Oh, my. This one's over. Hey, this one's over.
94-0.
Rain, go ahead and you can call the 1, 2, 3 on this because
it's over.
Oh, she wrote.
Call it.
1, 2, 3. And you know who won this match? The man, the United States Heavyweight Champion.
I think somebody better notify Mr. Ellsworth's next of kin, because Braun Strowman looks like a nasty, mean monster right now, ready to do some serious damage.
And James Ellsworth looks like Tweety Bird.
I think Ellsworth's quickly realizing exactly what he's in the ring against. Not who, but what. You talk about destructive forces of nature. You think hurricanes, tsunamis. Start thinking Strowman. Yeah. This guy's a freak.
Mountain of a man. Yeah, that might work. Oh boy. Look at how big Strowman is.
Oh my God, like a sledgehammer to the heart.
Well, I'm glad Anderson Cooper rejoined us up here at the commentary table. Great questions, Byron.
Hey, James has got hope, you know. That hope is dissipating.
I don't think that hope's...
What kind of hope,
if you don't
Byron?
believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you, right?
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
Look at this man.
Human carnage by Braun Strowman.
Oh, no, look out, here comes...
Oh, God! Have to reinforce the ring.
I would rather take a nap on hot coals than have to deal with Braun Strowman.
Why don't you go help out Mr. Ellsworth, Byron?
Hey, I'm needed here. And
oh, my gosh!
No, the reverse choke slam. So much for hope, James. That didn't go too well.
Here is your winner, Braun Strowman.
Who last Sunday successfully defended their World Tag Team Championship on the NWA main event against the Samoan SWAT team in a very, very hard-fought contest. They won it by disqualification over the Big Kahuna's duo. We hope you'll join us tomorrow night for the main event, 6:05, right here on the Superstation. A great program and more about Starrcade tomorrow night at 6:05 on the main event. Cactus Jack Manson starting off against a dog-faced gremlin. Manson's an outstanding competitor. I said, you know, we might want to call Rick Steiner Peanut and Brittle because he's half nuts. He is a little off-center. Rather scathing tonight on the hotline.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I've seen everybody take the Steiner line. This Manson just popped up from it. Maybe this guy doesn't feel pain. I don't understand this.
High elevation, Scotty Steiner on Cactus Jack Manson. A guy that's very, very deranged, very unorthodox. He does a lot of things. He puts his body in a lot of jeopardy.
You know, he sort of reminds me of a worm, Jim. You know why? When I was a kid, I used to like to cut worms in halves and then in quarters and then squibble because worms never had any pain. I don't think Manson has any pain.
Well, look at his eye. He doesn't have a lot of awareness either. Kenny Madden. Oh, man! I guess he learned the hard way to grapevine the leg. What bench press strength put him all the way outside.
I don't think this guy knows where he is.
Look at his face. That's not the look of a real sane guy.
I bet he's related to the Steiners.
Well, his last name is Manson, so what does that mean?
I bet he's related maybe to the Steiners.
Relative out in California incarcerated for all I know. Manson has not even... There's Scotty Steiner waiting. Manson kind of hesitantly tags in Rick Fargo. Collar elbow tie. Scotty Steiner with a wrist lock. Takes it another turn. Sends Fargo for the right. Oh, he tried to reverse the hip lock. No way.
As much as I dislike the Steiners, as much as I think they're morons, they are the best wrestling technicians in the wrestling world today.
Watch this move. You know what I start calling that one? The Wolverine Slam, because that is aggressive as Jim Blecker's team.
What they need now is a shovel to bury this guy.
Fans of the Steiners. Reverse chin lock there.
Little things. He grapevines a leg, Jim. Watch this. He's going to abuse this guy's
Look where his forearm is.
You know it.
Right on the back of his neck. Steiner line. Fargo. Steiner's really been attacked here.
You know, sometimes discussion is the better point of valor. Why doesn't he just throw the foul in?
Well, that Cactus Jack's too heavy for Fargo's performance thus far. Cactus Jack wants him back in the ring. That shows how goofy he is.
No, to me, it shows how tough Cactus Jack is. He's not afraid of the Steiners. He's not afraid of the reputation.
Uh-oh, here comes.
Rick and Scott Steiner, the Steiner brothers!
What makes you different, Bailey? With all due respect, we've known each other for quite some time. What's changed? I mean, you're a great competitor. You were a great NXT Women's Champion. What about Bailey is different?
I guess you'll just have to see like the rest of the world, and just like Asuka and Corey Graves, when I get my rematch, I'm getting my title back.
Asuka winning the NXT Women's Championship in Dallas against you, Bailey, in front of 10,000 plus. And what is Asuka doing?
You've been offered a different seat, Bailey.
Looks like I'm gonna go get a cool look, boys.
The NXT Women's Champion quite literally offering Bailey a ringside seat for her matchup. What do you think of this move?
Listen, Asuka's confidence is based on the fact that Asuka is like nothing Bailey has faced before. They had that match in Dallas, and we have never seen Bailey struggle like she did against Asuka. Asuka's just showing, she's been sending a message.
Bailey just knocked over the chair. Bailey's standing at ringside.
Well, we did hear that this was a different Bailey. She did say she was different.
It's been quite the journey for Bailey ever since she won the NXT Women's Championship last year in Brooklyn. Went through every competitor on the roster. Now Asuka, since winning the title in Dallas, seems to look to do the same thing against Bailey, perhaps. That's the one thing about Asuka. She's shown no fear against any challenger whatsoever. And look at Aaliyah fire up here against the champion. She knows how big of an opportunity this is.
But Asuka shuts Aaliyah down rather quickly. Oh, the flying hip attack.
And staring down Bailey. This certainly a very brash attitude from Asuka. She's never shown any fear. She's always respected all of her opponents. But this is very much, I mean, come and see what I've got in store for you.
Wicked strikes by Asuka.
Oh.
And Bayley has the best seat in the house.
Oh, look at this. Aaliyah all tangled up in the ropes, and Asuka all the while just staring down Bayley.
Mind games, Tom. Asuka knows exactly what she's doing. Asuka's trying to get in the mind of Bayley.
On Asuka with another hip attack, this time to the back of Aaliyah. Now the question is, are those mind games getting to Bayley in any way? Now Asuka, caught there by Aaliyah, boot right in the face. Aaliyah, wow. Side of the face. Shoulders down here, a very nonchalant cover here, and Asuka just pulled Aaliyah out of the cover.
Asuka's just toying with Aaliyah at this point.
Now just laying in more punishment to Aaliyah. Oh!
There it is, the Asuka lock. Bayley knows that hold extremely well.
Middle of the ring, the Asuka lock, and Aaliyah tap it out immediately to the NXT Women's Champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing 285 pounds, Tyson Tomko.
Now, Tommy, you've been around this business a long, long time. You've seen a lot of big, ugly guys like Tomko, but he ranks right up there, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He is big, he is mean, and he is nasty. And he looks like he's in one of his moods, and I feel bad for his opponent.
And by the way, his opponent tonight is named Sean Riddick. Does he stand a chance against this 285-pounder? We'll find out shortly. No,
I don't think so.
It took about 3.5 seconds. Look at that! A spine buster from Tyson Tomko, and Sean Riddick is already in a place he never wanted to be in.
Look at Tomko. He is mauling this poor kid.
Sean Riddick taking the beating of a lifetime, and he doesn't know where he is right now as Tomko continues to fire away.
I told you, Tomko is mean and nasty, and he is in one of his moods.
And Riddick disposed outside of the ring, and Tomko gonna go get him. And speaking of going and getting him, how about Chris Masters this past week going out to the parking lot at Raw to chase down JBL?
Well, I got to give it to the SmackDown guys. That was a setup. My personal opinion, I've been around this business a long time, and that was a setup. And that allowed Rey Mysterio to do what he did.
Edge, of course, feeling the effects of that springboard drop kick from Rey Mysterio. Who will Edge's and Masters' opponents be at Taboo Tuesday? You make the call. Vote on WWE.com. And by the way, Tyson Tomko continues to destroy Sean Riddick. And finally, a bit of offense, Tommy. And oh my God! Sean Riddick has just been knocked unconscious by a big boot from Tyson Tomko.
You know, Tomko used to tell me he was a famous bodyguard for a lot of top celebrities, and he got sick and tired of knocking people out with a punch, so he did it with his foot.
And he did it again right there.
As a result of a knockout,
wow.
Tyson Tomko.
That was as nasty a boot as you'll ever see. Tyson Tomko kicks Sean Riddick into next week and picks up another impressive win.
Again, we will attempt to, as we get the word from the dressing room area, give to you the condition of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I think what Hacksaw Jim Duggan did. You can't take it. You can't take that victory from Duggan. I don't care what Fuji does. I don't care what Yokozuna. You can't take. It'll go down in the record book as a victory for Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's the way it's going to read.
Look, if you give a chimpanzee enough chances, he'll eventually do something right. How many times are you going to let the guy try? He tried it once, he failed. He tried it twice, he failed. He tried it 3 times and he failed. That should have been it.
Well, the Beverly Brothers in the squared circle as we speak. There you see the cover of the WWF magazine available this Tuesday, and Razor Ramon on the cover on the inside. Well, we're talking about the Steiner Brothers at the OK Corral. No brotherhood here. Steiner Brothers versus the Beverlys. You perhaps saw their matchup at the Royal Rumble, and the Beverlys would like to have another shot, believe it or not, at the Steiner Brothers. Oh, no! No! What else is going to happen this week here in the WWF?
Here are your winners, Bo and Clint, the Beverly Brothers.
In the ring, first from the continent of Europe, this is Zan Panzer. His tag team partners from New York City, Robbie Idol. Their opponents, first from Boston, Massachusetts, Kevin Sullivan. And his tag team partners from Sacramento, California, Mad Dog, Buzz Sawyer.
Well, I'll tell you something, Jim Cornette. I thought that your Louisville Slugger last night on the Power Hour was most interesting with these 3 crazy men.
I'll tell you what, along with Kevin Sullivan and Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, Cactus Jack, the 3rd member of that strange brood that we now know is named the Slaughterhouse. And brother, I'll tell you what, that's an apt name for him.
Sullivan Slaughterhouse. Kevin Sullivan, those big... Oh, God! You right in the face with those wooden steps.
Robbie Idol, good night. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Sullivan is all fired up. He's got Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer even crazier than usual. And we saw Cactus Jack out here just a little while ago. He's as nutty as a Christmas fruitcake.
Sullivan, those thunderous chops on the chest of Robbie Idol, stomps him right in the face. And still to come, we'll see the World Tag Team Champions, the Steiners, in action. Show you the replay of how Flying Brandon Z-Man won the U.S. Tag titles as well.
No, they stole the U.S. Tag Team titles.
The Road Warriors are here. The Midnight Express will be wrestling. Yeah. And then the big one, the Rock and Roll Express challenge match with the Freebirds. All that and much, much more in this great program of World Championship Wrestling here on TBS. Idol thrown to the corner. Zan Panzer, the masked man from Europe. Buzz Sawyer, that demented laugh.
He's the only guy I've ever seen that could get kicked square in the stomach and still laugh at you. And Sullivan now taking over on the Santa Fe panel. What a wild bunch that the Slaughterhouse is turning out to be. And one thing Kevin Sullivan said, he said, in this country, you're innocent until proven guilty. Buzz Sawyer didn't do it. Buzz said he did. I said, what? He said, it didn't matter. And I'm inclined to agree with him. I wasn't going to press him.
There's a suplex by Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Zan Panzer kicks out. Fans, don't forget tonight the NWA in Wilmington, North Carolina. The Horsemen will be there. Tomorrow night in Rock Hill, South Carolina, 7 o'clock for a national television taping. Ric Flair and Flying Brian. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
You mean Ric Flair's wrestling Flying Brian tomorrow night in Rock Hill? That's only the start of it, brother, because Monday in Amarillo, Texas, Tuesday in Lubbock, the NWA's coming, and you know, Terry Funk is refereeing out there in West Texas this week. And Wednesday, we're in Midland, Texas. Thursday in El Paso, you're going to see a U.S. Tag Team Championship match in El Paso. And also, Riley McDaniel is a special referee out there as well for the Road Warriors confrontation with Doom. So this thing is, the NWA is hotter than ever this week.
Robbie Idol tagged back in as Kevin Sullivan
Sawyer had the man beaten. He wouldn't take advantage of it. So the referee has disqualified Buzz Sawyer.
Sullivan's leaving. Sullivan must be disgusted.
Look at Sawyer. He is on this guy. He's on him